Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope I hope you saw the previous video. In the previous video, we cover all about the avalanches in the hydrometeorological disaster. Now, in today's lecture, we will cover the heat wave, which is also considered in hydrometeorological disaster. So, what is heat wave? So, we can define a heat wave typically as a period of excessively hot weather. As you know, whenever the weather is more than 40 degrees Celsius or 45 degrees Celsius, it is called a heat wave. Okay, heat wave is a thought of being generally uncomfortably hot for the population and may adversely affect the human health for those vulnerable to the such conditions. So this is called the heat wave. As you can see in the photo, there will be one woman and there will be one vendor here. So in the heat wave, in the above the 40 to 45 degrees Celsius, we can call the heat wave. As you can see here, I totally agree with this all these things. Okay, so the definition which will be recommended by the World Meteorological Organization is, as you can see here, when the daily maximum temperature of more than 5 consecutive days exceed the average maximum temperature by the 5 degrees centigrade, or we can say 9 degree Fahrenheit. So the normal period being the 1961 to 1990, it is called the heat wave. Okay, heat wave is a prolonged period of the excessively hot weather which may be accompanied by the high humidity. There will the no universal definition of a heat wave. The term is relative to the usual weather in the area. Temperature that may the people from hotter climate consider the normal can be termed as a heat wave in a cooler area if they are outside the normal climate pattern for the area. Severe heat waves have caused catastrophic crop failures, thousands of that from the we can say hyperthermia, and widespread power outage due to increase the use of the air condition. Okay, so there are some criteria for the heat wave. So what are the criteria? So first of all, we can consider severe heat wave. So what is severe heat wave? So the departure of the maximum temperature by 5 degrees centigrade for a regional when normal temperature is above the 40 degrees centigrade. As I mentioned earlier, above the 40 degrees centigrade, this will not consider as a severe heat wave. Okay, but above the 40 degrees centigrade, we can consider the heat wave as a severe condition. Okay, now the second criteria is the heat wave. So the departure of maximum temperature by the 3 to 4 degrees centigrade or more for region above the 40 degrees centigrade, it is called the heat wave. Third criteria is heat index. So the what is heat index? A number in degree Fahrenheit that tells how hot it feels when relative humidity is added to the air temperature. Exposure to full sunshine can increase the heat index by the 15 degree centigrade. Okay, so this is called the heat index. And the next one is heat cramps. Heat cramps. So the what is heat cramps? So muscular pains and spasms due to the heavy exertions. Although the heat cramps are the least severe, they are often the first signal that the body having a trouble with the heat. This is called the heat cramps. The next one is heat exhaustion. So it is typically occurred when the people exercise heavily or work in a hot, humid place where body fluid are lost through the heavy sweating. Blood flow to the skin increases, causing the blood flow to decrease to the vital organs. This results in the form of mild shock. If not treated, the victim's condition is worsened and the body temperature will keep rising and the victim may be suffered by the heat stroke. This is called the heat exhaustion. Now the last one is heat stroke. So what is heat stroke? Heat stroke is a life-threatening condition. the victim's temperature control system, which produces sweating to cool the body, stops working, and the body temperature can rise so high that the brain damage and death may result in the if the body is not cooled quickly. So this is the heat stroke. Okay. Now what is the effect? What are the effects? Sorry, what are the effect of this heat wave? So there are some effects as I mentioned here. First one is heat related illness like hyperthermia, also known as heat stroke. Second one is heat cramps, as I mentioned earlier, heat cramps. Third one is heat synscope is believed to result from intense sweating, which leads to dehydration. Okay, and the third one, next one is severe sunburn, and the last one is mortality. So these are the effects by the heat wave. Okay, now what are the preparedness? What are the preparedness is done by us for you can, as you can see, uh, for fight for this heat. Okay, so what are the preparedness? So first one is install the window AC, as you know, insulated if necessary. Okay, second one is check AC duct for the proper insulation. Third one is install temporary window reflector. Okay, temporary window reflector for use between windows and drapes, such as the aluminum foil covered by the cardboard to reflect the heat back outside. Okay, and next one is weather stripe door and seals to keep the cool air in the room. Okay, and then last one is cover window that receive morning or afternoon sun with the drapes, shades, or louvre. Okay, what is louvre? So outdoor awning or louvre can reduce the heat that enters the home by up to the 80%. Okay, so these are the some preparedness tips while the heat wave is occurred. So after this preparedness, what are the safety? As you know, if you are seeing my previous video, I can always consider what to do and what not to do. Okay, so these are the heat wave safety in which we can learn what to do and what not to do before and during the heat wave. So first of all, before before the heat wave, what will do and what will not to do? So first of all, install temporary window reflector, as I know, as I earlier mentioned in the preparedness point. Okay, install temporary window reflector such like a aluminum foil cover cardboard to reflect the heat back outside. Second one is cover window that receive morning and afternoon sun with drapes and shades. Okay, third one is listen to local weather forecast and make yourself aware to upcoming temperature changes. Next one is know those in your neighborhood who are elderly, young, sick, or overweight. They are more likely to become victims of excessive heat and may need help. Okay? And get trained to first aid to learn how to treat heat related emergency. So these are the before safety tips for the heat wave. Now what are the safety tips during the heat waves? So never leave a children or pet alone in a closed vehicle. Stay indoor as much as possible and limit the exposure to the sun. These are the first tip. Next one is stay on the lowest floor out of the sunshine. Next one is eat well balanced, light and regular meals. Okay. Next one is drink plenty of water even if you do not feel thirsty. And the next one is person with epilepsy, or we can say heart condition or kidney condition or liver disease. Okay, are on a fluid restricted diets or have a problem with fluid retention should consult a doctor before increasing the liquid intake. Okay, and the last one is protect your face and head by wearing a hat or a cloth. So these are the some uh, tips whether the heat wave is occurred. Okay, so this is all about the heat wave conditions. Now in the next lecture we will cover the cold wave, all about the cold wave. Okay, the cold wave also covered in a hydrometeorological disaster. Okay, now you must like my video, subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon as well. So if I upload a new video on this topic, you will get the notification first. Okay, so Jai Hind.